Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bouquet Diaries, and today's episode is titled, They Don't Take You Serious Because You Don't Stand on Business. Have you ever heard the saying that nice people finish last? This is because people have learned the hard way that if you don't stand on business, if you don't follow through with the things that you say, people will never take you seriously. A lot of times they'll see you as a joke, a procrastinator, or as somebody they can get over because they know you're not going to do what you say you're going to do. I find it to actually be quite disrespectful to be in a situation where you say something and people look at you like, yeah, that's not going to happen. It's actually high-key embarrassing because what that says about you as a person is that when you speak, it doesn't hold any weight. There's nothing more annoying than trying to get a point across to somebody and be serious and they look at you as if you're a joke. And more times than not, it's because you caused this problem. It's because you've spoken things into the universe and haven't actually done it. How many times have you said, oh, I'm going to go back to school and never even re-enrolled? How many times have you said you were going to go to the gym out loud to other people and yet you've gained an additional 10 pounds since saying that? When you speak things out into the universe and don't actually put any effort into making them happen, people look at you as if you're just a walking contradiction. A lot of times you can be very serious about what you're saying and people won't put any weight to it because you don't have a history of actually following through with what you're going to say. And I feel like that's the worst position you can be in as a person because when people don't believe what you say, a lot of times they close their ears to everything. Whether it be ideas or any type of concept, it can even be a serious conversation, and people will totally exclude the fact that you know what you're talking about simply because you don't react on what you're talking about. These are the type of people that we will listen to but won't actually take advice from, if that makes any sense. We'll allow you to talk, but we won't actually put what you say into action because we haven't actually seen you do anything for yourself. So why would we believe that what's coming out your mouth is actually legit? That's why it's so important to stand on business when it comes to things, especially when it comes to yourself. Come through on your promises. Come through on your threats. Don't speak nothing if you're not going to actually do it. It's actually better off and more attractive when you keep quiet, when you don't know what you're talking about or you don't want to say more than what you need to protect yourself. That's actually the better way of doing things because you maintain some mysteriousness. The more you talk and the more you don't actually come through on what you're saying, you just appear to be unintelligent. You appear to be dumb, and nobody really leans into people who don't seem like they have any sense. If you want people to start taking you more seriously, start standing up and doing the things that you say you're going to do. The more people see you come through with the things you said you were going to do, the more likely they'll be able to blindly follow you to do whatever it is that you say. You literally have to be a walking testimony to the things that come out your mouth. Otherwise, people are not going to take you seriously and they will forever look at you as somebody who they say caps. So if you're going to stand for anything in life, make sure you stand on business. Make sure your word holds weight and make sure if you say anything, you come through on what you say you're going to do. So let this be your sign to stand on business this year or else.